Hey guys, welcome back to Clubhouse Kids. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a more in-depth look on the 2 units that I offer for the month of November. Now, the beginning of November, I will still be putting out a room tour video. I know you guys really like those. Our unit that I'm doing this year in my daycare is called Let's Make Some Noise, but the other unit that I offer for the month of November is called Let's Be Thankful. I run an infant toddler home daycare, so my ages go from 6 weeks to 24 months, and so most of my students are with me for 2 years, and so that is why I have 2 units for every single month. So if you are interested in my curriculum or have been purchasing my curriculum, you do not have to complete year A before completing year B. You can pick Let's Make Some Noise or Let's Be Thankful, and the learning objectives are going to be the same in both of those units. That's to accommodate my students who might be 8 months old the first time we go through a November unit, and the following year they'll be 20 months old. And so some of the activities they might not be doing that first year, but they will be doing the second year. Okay, so I'm going to flip that camera around and show you guys what my curriculum looks like. Okay, so I was playing around with the camera, what would be the best way to show you guys this. I'm going to try it this way. If you have a better idea for me, just comment below, or if this works really great, let me know. But this is my November curriculum binder. I have one for every single one of the months. And then in the front pocket here, I keep this sheet of paper that goes over each of the units. So year A is Let's Make Some Noise. Week 1 will be Crash, week 2 will be Bang, and week 3 will be Boom. And then year B, the unit is Let's Be Thankful. Week 1 is Turkeys, week 2 is Being Grateful, and week 3 is Blessings. And for the month of November, we always celebrate Thanksgiving. So for both years, I do use the Thanksgiving unit, which is only a 3-day lesson plan that I actually offer for free on my Teacher Paid Teacher. So if you're interested in just checking out my curriculum, kind of like how I have everything laid out, start with that free download. But this is just really easy to kind of know at the beginning, at the front of my binders, just what the units are for each month. Here is all of the standards. So I use the 5 domains of learning with my kids. And so we have the cognitive development, social emotional development, fine motor development, gross motor development, speech and language development, and then I've added sensory development here, and then my infants under 12 months, because I use Grow With Me boxes, and if you are interested more in what that is, I have a video on that, how I use Grow With Me boxes in my under 12 month age students. And then for every single, so this is my Let's Make Some Noise. I have broken up each of our activities into which domain of learning it falls under. So for the month of November, I have our unit. Our shape is square, our color is brown, and then we're working on numbers 1 through 5. And then right behind it is the same thing, but now our unit is Let's Be Thankful, but we still have the same shape of square, color brown, and working on numbers 1 through 5. And then I have each one of my weekly lesson plans. And each one of these weeks I have kind of organized the same way. So I just have a binder cover here. This is the lesson plan that I put up on the board at the beginning of the week. And it's just really easy to be able to look and see what we are doing each day. And so for turkeys, on Monday, we would do a sticky turkey art project. On Tuesday, we would have a table time activity of Where's the Turkey? On Wednesday, we do a little 5 Little Turkeys poem. On Thursday, we have another art project. We will do a dot turkey. And then on Friday is another table time activity where we are talking about the color brown. And then they have this little worksheet that they can dot with a dot marker as we talk about the brown objects. And so you can see with infants and toddlers, we do not do a lot. A lot of their day is free play. intentional play, but I do like to have an activity where they are learning one-step directions, they are working on their attention span, and having a lot of fun. Up in this corner is where I put the 5 books that we're reading for the week. This is just, we definitely read more than 5 books during the week, but during story time, I will grab, 1 or 2 from this list during the week of turkeys. Here, I like to put one of our songs from our monthly song sheets. So during our song time, we make sure that we're singing Hello, Mr. Turkey during our turkey week. And then I always have 3 tot task boxes that the kids work through. And so for their learning objectives, let's say it's Monday, we would do our sticky turkey art, and then they would complete their 3 tot task boxes. On Tuesday, we would do Where's the Turkey, and then they would complete their 3 tot task boxes. So these boxes, they are completing every single day that they attend my daycare during the week. So for this week, our tot task boxes will be counting rings, which is a math activity. This one is our Meet the Colors Brown, because the whole month we are talking about the color brown. And then we have a fine motor activity in our tot task box number 3, and that is a turkey magnet page. And so that just basically how each of my lesson plans are. If I go to Being Grateful, you can see it's the same setup here. If I go to Blessings, it is the same lesson plans here. So it's just very, very simple. Very, very easy to just glance up at my board and just really quickly know what we are doing for the day. And so behind that, I do put the 5 books here and the author's names. After that, I start to have all of the printables that I will need for the week. So this is the one we will use for sticky turkeys. This is the one that we use for our dot turkeys. And then this is the printable that we use when I introduce the color brown to the kids. And that is it. And then we get into our next lesson plan, which is Being Grateful. And it is set up the very same way. You can see our books and then all of our printables that we would need for this week. And then our 3rd week is Blessings, and then our Thanksgiving week here, and then I start the unit Let's Make Some Noise. So this is Crash and Bang and Boom, and that is it. You can see it's set up the very same way here as well. So once I have this all organized and ready to go, honestly, I can have my classroom set up in about 20 minutes. I do that on the weekend, and then our week just flows so nicely. Everything is ready to go. And that is what these binders look like, kind of the setup of how I use everything. So the next thing I wanted to show you was when you download my lesson plans, a lot of the time I will explain an activity and then I will put this is a rotating activity that is used more than once throughout the year. And I wanted to explain what that meant. This bucket right here is a bucket that I keep in my closet, and it houses all of my rotating toys. And for the month of November, the rotating toys are, we pull out the shape sorter, the counting rings, baby in the mirror. And then at the end of the month, I put them back into this bucket and then put it back in the closet. And then the next month, I would pull out the next month's rotating ones, which might be baby word books. I have my size sorting boxes in there. All the activities that are used more than once throughout the year. And so it does not matter if we are doing Let's Be Thankful or Let's Make Some Noise. These 3 rotating activities are used in the month of November. Baby in the mirror is I just have a dollar store hand mirror that we use with this activity, and then flashcards. So I would put this in front of the child and I'd say, tongue, where's your tongue? And then I can use the mirror to show them their tongue. I say, where's your eyes? Where's the baby's eyes? And I'll show them my eyes. And so they're just, it's just body identification cards here. And then the counting rings. So we would just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 after they put them on. If we are using it for a color activity, we would put all, you know, all the red ones here, all yellow, green, and so on. But usually when we're doing counting rings, we are just counting 1 through 5. So that is the rotating activities for the month. Okay, so I am just dragging my camera all over the place, you guys. I hope that this video ends up making sense. I wanted to explain when I have a tot task box that says meet the color and then meet the shape. And this is also another rotating box. You'll notice in the month of November, our meet the square tot task box is used twice and our meet the color brown tot task box is used twice. So these buckets are from IKEA. I also keep these in my closet, and in this one, I have all of my shape stuff, and then in this one I have all of my color items. And so when I come into a new month, and so it's meet the shape square for the month of November, back here I have all of my shape posters, and so I can just flip through, pull out my square. This goes in the bottom of my tot task box, and then I start pulling out all of the square items that I have in this box, and they would go in there as well. And then at the end of the month, when we are done learning about square, I can just put everything back into the box and then pull out the next month. And this is also really nice, so if you are doing this curriculum for the first time, you have a place to kind of start throwing items that you find that are, you know, different shapes, especially some of the harder shaped items, especially oval, to find objects for. And then triangle, I feel like, is another one that's really hard to find items for. And so if you just kind of have this bucket available to you for a full year, and as you find stuff, you can just start throwing it into here, it makes putting those shape tot task boxes together a lot easier. And also with the same thing with the color box, it just gives you a year. So, you know, if you find something that's, you know, that would work really great for white, but it's November, well, white, we're learning about white in January, you can just throw that in your bucket because it's already in your closet. So just a little tip from when I was first starting to try to just find objects. So for November, it's meet the color brown, and so I will just flip through, find my brown poster that goes in the bottom of the tot task box, and then I just start pulling out all of the brown objects, and that is it, you guys. And then at the end of the month I can put it all back and then pull out the next month. So that is what I do for our shape and our color of the month. And then I set up some of our other activities on these tables to kind of show you guys. For Let's Make Some Noise, this is one of our tot task boxes where it's a matching game, and so they will be matching instruments. But then if you are doing Let's Be Thankful, they are matching things that they should be thankful for, you know, parents and pets and food. And so that is the matching set for Let's Be Thankful. But as you can see, it's the same thing. It just depends on which theme you have chosen. These ones is a tot task box that is a little bit different. So every once in a while, I will throw something in that is not in the other unit. It just might be something fun that I thought of or something that I saw. So for Let's Be Thankful, that is this pumpkin pie count. It's a math one, so it's numbers 1 through 5. And then they will use these cotton balls to place on each of the pies. And so this is teaching, you know, one-to-one correspondence. It's teaching numbers 1 through 5, counting, a really fun activity that the kids love this one. And then for Let's Make Some Noise, this is a Melissa and Doug sound puzzle, which I think just works out really, really great when you're teaching them the instruments, because if you lift it off, it lets the children know what each of these instruments, what sound each of these instruments make. And I won't go through each of these, you guys, but this is a really great puzzle that we use for Let's Make Some Noise. And then over on my other table, I set up just a couple more activities just to show you guys. This is a magnet page, and for when I do magnet pages, I buy these little circle magnets, and then I hot glue a palm on top of them. And then if you're doing Let's Be Thankful, it's a turkey, and so they would put match up their colors on the feathers. And then if you're doing Let's Make Some Noise. It's a guitar, and I did not pull out the magnets for the guitar, but it looks the same as this. So these are the magnets that go with the turkey one, and then I'd have magnets to match up the circles for the guitar. And then for each of the units, I also have 2-piece puzzles. And so for Let's Be Thankful, we have these fall puzzles. And then for Let's Make Some Noise, it's these 2-piece instrument puzzles here. So I'm just going to show you 2 of our favorite activities for each one of the units. For my Let's Be Thankful unit, the kids love 5 Little Turkeys. This one is just the poem 5 Little Turkeys, but what makes it so much fun, I think, for the little ones is I have these little finger puppets. I got these off of Oriental Trading. And so when we're doing 5 Little Turkeys, I can put them on my hand just like this and sing the poem with them. These are on Oriental Trading, and actually I just got an email today saying that there's free shipping going on for right now on Oriental Trading. So they have a lot of different types of finger puppets on there. The only thing is you get like way too many, but it adds so much to your poems when you're, or songs that you're singing with your kids. And then the other one I picked for Let's Be Thankful was another turkey activity, and we use our little Fisher-Price turkey and then 3 cups. I will lay these cups out on the table, and then I will put the turkey under one of the cups, and I'll be like, where's the turkey? And then they'll start lifting up the cups and then lift them up. And then find the turkey, and I'm like, there's the turkey, and then we'll do it again. With the younger ones, I wouldn't use 3 cups. Go ahead and just use 2 cups, or even with just your littlest kids, just use 1 cup. But they love, love, love this activity. And then the 2 activities that I picked with Let's Make Some Noise is head to your dollar store and get some little noise makers that the kids can make the noise by blowing through, because that is such a skill, such a great skill to teach this age group. Get their air up and out. It is going to help with their speech development, their lung development, in a really, really fun way to work on that skill. So this is our sensory bin for Let's Make Some Noise, and this is by far the favorite activity. In here, I just put a bunch of different noise makers. Now in here is not where I put the noise makers that they make, you know, with their mouth. With those ones, since they're from the Dollar Tree, we either use them one time and I send them home, or I just throw them away at the end of the day. So in here, you're just gonna find a bunch of shakers. And so they love just playing in here. It gets super loud and a lot of fun, but we just bring this out, put it in the middle of the floor, we'll turn on some music and just work on all kinds of different things that you could use with these. And in here I have some egg shakers, and I did want to take just a minute to kind of tell you guys about these. We do have a couple songs that the kids use egg shakers for during that unit. You can make these for really, really cheap with using Easter eggs, putting a little rice in them, and taping them shut. With my kids, I get a little nervous that somebody would peel that tape off and then I'd have rice everywhere. So I just bought these off of Amazon, but the kids love these. So I have a lot of different egg shakers in here. And so that kind of explains both of my units that I offer for the month of November, or give you guys some ideas if you want to create your own units. But just most importantly, have fun with your kids. And I always think that if you have a plan, your days are just going to run so much smoother. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope that it explained my unit and how I use it a little bit better. So my plan is to do this for every single one of my months, kind of explain my 2 units that I offer for the month in just a little more depth. So if you guys like this, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.